I'm late.
We're all gonna be out of sync.
I mean, it doesn't
anyway.
matter. Cole's the one who's got to edit this week.
Yeah.
So, like, y'all do party time. I don't.
Great. That's
Noise,
awesome.
noise, noise.
I have. Oh, yeah. No, I've heard of the ordinary. I am not. Yeah, I am a drugstore skincare person. I've been to Ulta to buy a cologne. I don't like the fact that they send you an email a day. That no, I'm
Can't you
out
just like
on that.
unsubscribe from those?
I did, but it's like you always want to like in case there's like a good sale.
That's
like
Don't
right,
complain,
like
that's
with
on you.
Michael's, like you always want to get the Michael's email because you
Oh,
get
yeah,
that
'cause you get
20%
those
off any one
coupons.
item
Oh.
coupon.
Yes, all the time,
Mm.
all the time. 20%, 25%. Oh, you get 10% out of your whole purchase of
Yeah.
everything. Pretty good.
This is
coupons.
our second to last program of
The
2020, the year of
Yes.
perfect vision.
What a year.
What a year.
And this is going to be our year in review because next week is our year
Year
looking
review.
forward to the next year. Okay, so let me start with I've got an expose and a revelation
Ooh.
about the kind of person that Cole McCune is.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
And I can sum it up in one sentence,
Hit me.
maybe two sentences,
Hit
a few
me.
sentences. Let's throw some character on it.
Uh-oh.
To me, Will Anderson today, December 22nd, 2020, I believe is the date.
Correct.
Hey, everybody. I'm so excited. My new Angel Feather cards came in the mail. I'm building a deck. Who wants to play against my Angels? Willie's Angels is what I called them because Willie used to be my nickname in high school, right? That's literally how you can tell if somebody knows me from Portchester versus knowing me from the rest of the world. If they call me Willie, then you know that they knew me from when I was like 18 years old and younger. And Cole's like, oh, yeah, I can do it. We can have a Vanguard battle. I enjoy Vanguard battles. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get set up. I got set up, got my camera out onto my playbat. And all right, so whatever. We do Vanguard the Vanguard way. You start with a grade 0, you ride grade 1, grade 2. I get the grade 2 where I'm allowed to do a little bit of a heal. I get to perform a heal on my Vanguard when I'm at grade 2, get a crit trigger, power the Vanguard extra crit. Cole's literal response is, well, that's a little aggressive. Is that what you said, Cole? That's a little aggressive. And I said, well, it's a protect deck. It's not supposed to be aggressive. And he's like, yeah, protect's not aggressive. Literally, the next turn, Cole McCune rides to grade 4 while I'm at grade 2.
What did you say? What clan I was playing?
He's playing Aquafarce.
Aquafarce.
And I'm like, I thought I was going to have fun and enjoy playing my new Angel Feather. I never even got to ride Gavril.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on, Cole.
I never even got to get a protect gift.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do it. He had to crush you so you could rebuild yourself.
I even did a little trick when I did my little heal thingy, jiggermaroo, where I grabbed a heal trigger from my damage zone back to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's what the Gavrils can do.
I know.
But no, Cole just had to go, stop. No fun for you. I'm grade 4. I'm multi-attacking. Look at my Excel circle with I should have called a judge because he wasn't even using an Excel 2 marker because he's wants to have like a special Thabas Excel 2 marker.
No, I need to get the Glory Maelstrom ones. I only have one of those.
Either, judge. He's not inappropriate cards game for me.
You know what would have been even better at the end of that turn? I would have retired Lambros and rerode Thavas, which means I would have gotten another
And get another
XL2,
Axel circle.
which means I would have drawn another card.
Yeah, but I would have ridden to Gravel and you would lose because
Not
you
for
saw
nothing.
how many crit triggers I had.
Yeah, you had the
That was crit trigger left and right. I got the denture crit trigger.
you got like you got all 4 of that one critical trigger.
I don't remember.
Wow.
I assume it was only the 4.
And I do so in my build. I did the crit sentinel because once again it's a protect clan, so I should be getting perfect guards when I
From your
ride
right.
grade
Yeah,
3s.
that's
right.
Yeah, that's definitely what you should be doing with that deck.
Oh, good gracious,
Yeah.
Alan,
What's up?
did you play any games lately?
I played my weekly league game. I lost. It was fun.
Lost.
It was super fun. There were super fun matches.
What were you playing against?
What was it? Oh, Aquaforce. No. No, wait. No, he was not playing Aquaforce. What was the hell was he playing? I can't
Shiranui?
remember. No. I don't even remember who I played. I think it was
What?
Bottoms.
Oh,
I think it was
Blouse.
Bottoms. Yeah, no, he was not playing Blouse.
Then it
he was
wasn't
playing.
Bottoms.
He was playing something else.
Was it
Link
Bottoms?
Joker?
Oh my god! Now you're gonna make me look.
Tachikaze, Anger Blader.
It wasn't Bottoms then.
No. it
How
was-
many decks does
No.
Alexander have?
it's
No,
3?
it wasn't Bottoms. It was
Maybe 4 now?
It was not. Ooh, Jesus. Oh my goodness.
I guess it doesn't matter that
I don't remember. Anyway, it was we were both playing multi-attack decks. I was playing Beast Deities. He was playing it was something, oh my god, it wasn't Force. It was definitely an Axel clan. I
Cole,
can't remember. Anyway,
besides
was great.
playing
It was-
against me,
it was great.
what you been up to?
I played some Pokemon against Jazz in the Twitch chat. And
Greg
Kurosaki
from PA.
specifically. I
Jeez.
played Greg. What did Greg play? I don't know. Anyway, so that was good. I may have done some remote fights earlier this week, but I don't remember.
All right. The only other exciting thing I have is I had a board game night, or I attended a board game night, and before everyone has a heart attack and falls faint onto the sidewalk, with literally the one person who I see ever, and like 2 other dudes that are like just people that we know. It was not a huge gathering of folks. We played Dragoon, which
Did you play Root though?
no, because nobody ever wants to learn the rules to Root.
I don't blame them.
If I
Root
ever
is
have a board
amazing.
game night at my house, we're playing Root. We're playing Eschaton, Alan. I was in my game
Oh
closet
my
and I saw Eschaton, and I was like, "How come we haven't played that in so long? This game is so good."
Eschaton is so good.
Yeah, so we played Dragoon, which is like it's such an easy game to learn that that's just a fun play. And we played Jackbox, and of course I don't know why anybody ever plays Jackbox trivia against me, because I know I'm a cutie. I know I've got that smooth, glass like dewy skin, but I'm an old man. And folks, these days, trivia is just stuff I've lived through. So you're not going to get me.
Have you guys played the Disney Villainous game?
No.
Quite good.
I don't like anything Disney ever, so
That's fair. There's the Marvel
I mean,
one,
I do
but-
make the exception. I like Mandalorian, obviously, but I mean, like original Disney IP is, as I've explained to folks in the past, Disney basically came out with next to nothing when I was a kid,
Mhm.
And like the resurgence in Disney animation was Little Mermaid when I was already in high school. And so it was like Disney was not part of my childhood experience, really.
But that game is designed very solid. It's very interesting how it works. Anyway.
Man, you got me thinking about Escathon now. I can't get it. I can get it out of my head. Well,
the next time I get to come to the East Coast, we'll play.
My wife crushed us, I believe.
Your wife,
like always, like
every
always.
game, I'm not playing games with her anymore. Have you bought all of your Christmas presents, Alan?
Little by little. Most of them are on the mail, arriving between today and tomorrow.
Ooh, risky business, buddy.
Yep, I left it all. Everything was left for like the last minute. Honestly, I feel so out of place. 2020 Christmas is beating
Dude,
my
I
ass.
went looking for a Christmas present for my mom on Sunday. So last minute, you're not the only one. Cole, did you do all your Christmas shopping?
No.
Are you going?
I hope I get that. I hope I get that SBR fedora on the mail.
Alan, I got you a PS5 for Christmas.
Dude,
Jesus.
don't even joke.
Not
But
right now.
only if you be my boyfriend.
I've been focusing on paying off my credit cards, so unfortunately.
Oh,
this
dude,
year.
you gotta
Do
get
it.
like do
Do
what
it.
I do, and just like every Monday, you just pay off your entire credit card balance every Monday.
There's a bit more than what I can afford right now, but it's under
You did
2,000.
just have a wedding. I need to send you a wedding present, aka cash.
Yes.
All right.
Whatever.
No, I
Cart
mean,
Fight Vanguard.
yeah.
The reason why we're gathered here today, I watched 2 more episodes of Vanguard If.
Okay.
So I will say the thing that I like the most about If, I'm not going to say it's the best thing about If. I'm not going to say that If is a great program. But the thing I like the most about If is it takes you through past events of the Vanguard anime so that you're like, oh, I remember when that happened. I remember that situation and everything. And then it kind of like puts a humorous spin onto those things.
Mhm.
So I really appreciate it for that.
Okay.
I also appreciate, which I never heard anyone else mention, but one of the conceits is that Ibuki and Suiko are kind of like stranded in time, right? They keep getting pulled into the distortions that the jammers have created. And they keep returning to the mansion, the
Tatsunagi mansion.
Yeah.
Tatsunagi mansion, yes. But because Suiko is an idol and Ibuki is, let's remember, a teenage boy,
Yep.
the mansion is continually, gradually growing into disrepair and falling apart. And Suiko, if you pay attention, is becoming more and more disheveled because it's like nobody is taking care of her hair for her or whatever, and it's like she can't care for herself. I really like that little detail that, if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But I think that that's super funny.
It is pretty funny.
All right. They do have ads for Vanguard Zero when you're watching Vanguard If. So what's the deal?
All right. For Zero, there is currently a clan event running for Murakumo. You're fighting. Oh my god, I can't remember his name.
Shingo
Shingo.
something or other.
Something with a K.
Katsuragi
Komoi or something.
something.
No, it's Shingo Komoi or something like that.
Yeah.
Either way, neither here nor there. The event is Murakumo. It's a clan event for Murakumo. It runs until the 26th, so the day after Christmas.
Saturday.
Saturday. It runs until Saturday, so you can get basically all your Murakumo cards, even though I keep putting pulls, and I've gotten 2 triple Rs, and I've done it like 7 times already. Anyway, there's the current Gasha is still Dazzling Divas, but this time they switched from Royal Paladin to OTT and Bermuda Triangle, focusing on the Megas for OTT. Then the VP reward that started last week is it's called Love Machine Gun, and it's Love Machine Gun No CL is the reward, which is the grade 2. It just has a different art.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says, when placed from hand, counterblast 1, soul blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 card with no CL in its card name, put it into your damage zone, and shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your damage zone, return a face-down card from your damage zone to your hand. This ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once a turn.
So no.
That is not the no CL from
That's the new one.
It doesn't sound like that's right.
But either way, that's the BP reward. Same complaints as always. It's a gacha game. What are you gonna do? I mean, like I said, I've put like 6 or 7 times 10 pulls, and I've gotten 2 Chirayukis. Literally, 2 Chirayukis.
I don't understand why there's 2 grade 3 no seals. Now that you got me looking at these
cards because one is a stride.
It's a stride,
and so they retrained her to a grade 3.
Mm-hmm. But Aquafarce gets to have grade 4s.
Correct.
Which our opponent's still at grade 2. I see.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Oh, there's
it was anyway. Aquaforce. What I battled was Aquaforce because he was playing Maelstrom.
Oh yeah, that's a great
God, deck. What an annoying deck. But dude, neck on neck. It was literally 5 damage to 6 damage, 4 damage to 6 damage with a crit. I mean, it was great. It was great. The great matches. Either way, let's go.
All right. What do you got for news, Cole McHugh?
So we've been doing reveals for clan selection plus. I could not read that. So we also, which we'll talk about later today, and then I guess we're talking about Divine Light Radiance comments apparently.
Yes.
So
the set with the whole secondary market and our current grievance about clan sets and stuff, I decided
mine.
So I decided to kind of do a little digging on the set and been following the secondary market to see which sets after dropping they just tank. But so far out of this set, Gurgit held his price at like $10-15 a card.
Mm-hmm.
For Narukami, you for some reason Descendant is expensier than Full Bronto by like $1. Then for Angels was somewhat consistent. I think everybody liked Gabriel, and I saw it play today in one of those videos they put on Discord, and it looks solid. Looks solid as a deck. And then Genesis got the short straw, and their most expensive card is like $3.
I think it's actually cheaper than that. No, it's a triple
like
rare.
$1 or $2.
Yeah, it's Yggdrasil, because Yggdrasil does so much.
And then out of the whole set, obviously the grade 3 searchers, are holding at anywhere between $6 to $10. People take this as an investment, and we talked about how this is not an investment.
Correct.
So this
want a game that you play with cards.
I wanted. The reason why I'm bringing this up is to see if this is, with what we experienced with the last few sets, with Phantom Dragon Eon, and then the one for the waves. I can't remember.
Blue Storm Cavalry or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's how bad that set was for people that don't play those clans. But I wanted to kind of just follow up on the clans and the secondary market.
Question that I'm going to ask this week and you're going to answer next week. How are you purchasing Clan Selection Plus? Are you going to get 4 boxes for yourself and be greedy, or are you going to do a clan split?
That's going to be our question of the week.
Oh, well, there you go. Solve that problem for you early on this time, Alan.
Thank you.
Speaking of clan selection.
Or are you going to buy singles? Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because it wasn't the thing about clan selection, the fact that you get every box, it's literally 1 copy of every card.
Every box has every card. Yep.
Speaking of clan selection.
I love it.
Let's go over some.
That's what Overdress is going to be. They're turning Vanguard into an LCG.
Oh,
Oh my
if they did
God.
that, honestly,
Yes.
that'd be. I feel like that'd be a lot cheaper.
There you go.
Anyway,
Alan, my Facebook memories told me today that 3 years ago I bought a box of Legend of the Five Rings.
Oh my God.
I still have all my cards from the first set. The first
Yeah.
3 sets.
Will and I bought into the second one, and literally he has like half of everything, and I have half of everything up to like the third or fourth expansion.
Dang.
And we played like 3 times, and we were like, this game is just way too complicated.
It's
So
way too complicated.
Rory was telling us about a skirmish mode, which I think kind of like dumbs it down a little bit, and he's very excited for that. So I have to ask him how to play that one again.
I mean, that's cool. I don't want
The
to.
game is not bad. The game,
Yeah.
the actual game is actually not bad. The thing is, we were accustomed to playing Vanguard, and we have very limited time to actually
Yeah, that's
play
a
it.
whole hour game.
And but the game is actually not bad. It does have a lot of rules and stuff. But once you get into the grinding of it, like you shift it in gear, you start playing a little bit quicker. For us, it was harder.
I mean, it is, but it's like it's a complex format and it's got complex timing rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
So
timing was everything. Timing was,
it's like an entire game of order cards, aka you can only play one per turn, even though nobody told you that, and you can only play it in your main phase, even though nobody told you that,
Yep.
etc.
hmm
All right.
It was fun. I mean, it's not a bad game.
So we're seeing some cards being revealed. I'm super excited for Alan for what I've seen, kind of,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
But let's
So
take
pretty.
care of the clan that never should have been made in the first place. Like-
if that clan wouldn't have been made, we wouldn't have had G-Era, bro.
But here's the thing, right? We get G era and we get a new clan. We got V era. We didn't get a new clan.
Different
For
thing.
that,
We should have gotten a new clan.
should have been Sword Boys.
Oh God.
No, I mean a new
Can you
clan.
imagine 25 clans?
Yes,
I mean,
can,
it's 20.
because I still
what does-
wouldn't play 21 of them. All right,
Exact-
Gear Chronicle. I'll do the first one. Grade 4 is giving me all kinds of PTSD. Interdimensional Dragon, Time Leaper Dragon, Grade 4. No gift?
No gift.
No gift.
No gift. Grade 4. 15k power, no gift. Auto on Vanguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, put a rear guard on the bottom of your deck. That's the cost. Search your deck for up to 1 card with grade equal to the card put on the bottom of your deck for this cost grade +1. Call it to rear guard circle. Shuffle your deck, and that unit gets power plus 10k until end of turn. All right. I want to address something that Alan said either last week or the week before. I think it was last week, where he was being foolish. And
Yes.
just to clarify here,
Always.
there was a
foolish.
card where it said retire 2 rear guards or something like that. And Alan
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
say my rear guard, blah,
Yes.
blah, blah, blah. It is a cost.
It is a cost.
If it is you can only pay costs
Your
with
own
your own
resources.
resources.
Yes. I was just being foolish. I was trying to annoy you.
Yeah, it's success. All right.
All right.
Somebody
This
give me
card
the,
is
the
pretty-
grade 2 here.
I mean, I like that grade 4.
Oh, it's basic time leap, right?
Yeah. So, you can get a couple extra attacks in with it. It's cool. I don't know if it's necessarily good. It feels a little dated, but
Well, so do most of the cards, honestly. Steam Gunner Said, or Said, is a grade 2 with auto Vanguard or rear guard. When played, so +1 and discard a card. Draw a card. Choose one of your opponent's rear guard with grade less than or equal to the card you discarded from your hand and retire it. And then it has auto on the rear guard circle. When it attacks, if you rolled a grade 4 this turn, soul charge 1. So it sort of pays for itself, give or take, almost. I mean, it's Gear Chronicle now trying to be control. Have they ever been control?
I mean, to force retire 1 card.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's cycling,
Yeah.
right? You're getting rid of something you don't want to have in your hand.
Yep.
And then you're also getting something out of your soul that you might want to actually put back into your deck. So,
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fine.
I don't know. It's yeah. It's fine. I don't play or have played against Gear Chronicle enough.
All right.
to know.
Well, it deck thins too, which is nice. Less of a choice of a deck thin because you are soul charging, but yeah.
Mhm.
All right, give me the door.
All right. This is my opinion, the best card of the set, right? Or of the Grand Blue, not Grand Blue. Jeez.
Of all of clan
No, the
selection.
Gear Chronicle. The Gear Chronicle. This is Lost Gear Dog 8, and this is 8 spelled out. It's a grade 1 gear beast, so 8k power, 10k shield, auto on the Vanguard or Rearguard, one place from hand. You can reveal a grade 3 or greater from your hand, search your deck for up to one grade 3 card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, and if you put a card into your hand, you choose one or more cards with the sum of their grades being grade 3 or greater from your hand and discard them. And then it has continuous in the hand. When this card would be discarded, it may be discarded as a grade 3. So,
and they do have a couple of those that have like that,
yeah.
like a grade 2.
So this is interesting because this is like literally what the old Stride Fodders did.
Yep.
The only difference is it's not archetype specific, and you have to discard with the sum of their grades being grade 3 or greater. So that's really nice. It's not that big of a deal in order to discard that.
Well, yeah, it's like you want to have two of them in your hand.
Basically.
Use one to do the search and then the other one to throw
honestly,
away.
Either that or one of the other ones that can pay their cost as being grade 3.
Or just get rid of your extra grade 4s that you can't use in your hand anyway.
Yep.
So
exactly.
It's totally fine
and then push them back into your deck.
There are
or
ways
something.
to put them into the deck, like Quick Worker or whatever. And then there's the Ribble, the promo that's coming out in the same set.
Yep.
Does that as well. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with that card. I don't know if they necessarily have room, but they're gonna make room if they want to play it. So I like it. I think it's really cool.
Yep. But now we get to the important section of the card reveals for this episode. This is what we came here for today.
All you, baby.
I mean, dude, go for it. I've looked at these cards. Technically, one of them didn't look like a insect to me, but sure.
Which one of them? The first one?
I don't know. It's the one that looked like a Dalmatian.
Okay. All right. So the first thing we got to do is talk about the worst art in Clan Selection Plus, but the best card ever. Worm, Toxin Mutant, Venom Stinger. This is the grade 3 that was shown. That is just literally a scorpion guy standing in the middle of a desert.
Why is that bad art?
Because this looks very simple compared to everything else. It looks very simple.
Sometimes simple is good.
This one.
Well, this card is actually good. Anyway, there's a grade 3 with a protect gift. It has auto on the Vanguard circle. When a card is put into your opponent's damage zone during your turn, this unit gets power plus 10 until the end of turn. So this is auto. Every time your opponent takes a damage, this unit gets bigger. Then auto on the Vanguard circle when it attacks.
Angel Feathers don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do not. And then, but it's during my turn, not during your turn. And most of the Angel Feather healing and stuff happens on your turn.
It's on my turn. Yeah.
So auto on the Vanguard circle when it attacks. Counterblast 1 and put a rearguard into your soul until the end of the battle. Even if a trigger unit is revealed by your opponent's damage check, that trigger effect does not activate, and you perform the same trigger effect as that card's trigger effect. Then you may Soul Blast 1 grade 3, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's damage zone, put them into his or her drop zone, and deal 1 damage to your opponent's Vanguard for each card put into his or her drop zone. That seems very awesome. Convoluted, but awesome.
So to simplify it,
you counterblast 1 and soul charge a rear guard to steal your opponent's triggers.
And then you're
then
making them check more by healing for them. So you ultimately get 4 drive checks, even though you only get to see 2 of them.
Yep.
Or they go to your 2 of them go to your hand, whatever. So that's really cool. Also, putting a rear guard into your soul is probably the best thing for this, because as we'll find out with the next 2 cards, that actually benefits Venom Stinger.
Yep.
Yeah. All in all,
I really like that they went. I like the way this card is constructed. Honestly, the effect is long and whatnot, but I like the way it is. It seems balanced enough.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
So,
yeah, I like it. It's kind of reverse Angel Feather.
Yeah, it's like Angel Feather and Brant mushed together.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
That's the world where Will Anderson wants to live.
Yeah, it even
where
makes,
the angels are actually evil.
It makes sense for Mega Colony to have this effect too, because if you think about it, they're literally punishing you because you are trying to gain advantage. So they're like breaking your kneecaps because you didn't pay the taxes.
But they're stealing, right? They steal your trigger effects.
Mega Colony is a crime society, so
there you go.
They're giving you the loan of the heal too, and then they're making you take the damage, but they reap the benefits from it.
Yep,
I love it. It's great.
It's great. And the fact that it's somewhat it's not a rearguard circle skill, so you either construct around it or you add it as a support. I'm still trying to figure out where or which decks would benefit from it, but I feel like it will be its own.
Another thing to keep in mind, you could also look at it as like a mill 2, basically.
Yep.
So that's another thing. I feel like it probably is best in Gunning Colio, if we're going to be honest. Just adding another depth, and then it's okay to go in your first grade 3, right, as well.
Yep.
Man, there is probably an extreme fight build that mixes the Angel Feathers that put your opponent's rear guard into their damage zone and these cards that is just like bizarrely evil.
I can see it. I can see that.
I'm going to do a combo where I take your rear guards, put them into your damage zone, and then I
kill you.
Cause your damage zone, dump it into your drop zone, and then make you take 2 more damage.
Wasn't there like a stride or something that made your damage zone like 8 cards or something like that?
Yeah.
Angel Feather from the last premium collection.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Second grade 3. Pincer Attack Mutant and Truth Scissors. This one I'm gonna call him Bye Bye Heldemise. or show him hugging Heldemise and be like, yeah, supremely multi-attacks. There's another grade 3 with a protect gift. Oh my god. And auto on the drop zone. At the end of the battle that your grade 3 or greater Vanguard attack, if a new card was put into your opponent's damage zone this turn, counterblast 1 and call this to a rearguard circle. Done.
Boom.
Easy.
There you go.
It feels very Dark Regs. Very Dark Regs. And then second skill, auto on the rear guard. When placed, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and this unit gets power plus 10. So you're basically calling him from the drop zone and restanding one of your grade 3s, which is probably going to be Dark Face. Or if you're doing something like what I'm doing, it'll probably be your Cyclomatudes. Either way, I feel the fact that it has a drop zone effect and you actually don't depend on Gridora to do it, to call him out makes him valuable. You're still paying that counterblast for that you would still pay for Gridora, I believe. And then, even if you're not using that first one, if you just call him normally, if you have one of like arrested grade 3 for any reason, you can still stand him up, which is good. Because if you're running it like with machinings or something like that, that's pretty solid. And then the one that confuses Will, Mutant Gentleman High Class Moth. This is a bug that literally has a top hat and like a fur jacket, and it looks awesome. Is a great one with AK power tanky shield. Continuous on the deck or your soul, it is regarded as a grade 3. So if for skills for like soul blast skills that require you soul blast 1 grade 3 and you have this in your soul, you can soul blast this, which is great. Then auto activate it on rear guard. Cost, rest this unit and put a normal unit from your drop zone in the bottom of your deck. So you're putting a card on the bottom of your deck and then countercharge 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and that unit cannot intercept until the end of turn. And this ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once per turn. You're basically saving something from your drops onto your deck and countercharging.
Mm-hmm.
So like super plussing out.
So my question whenever I see these kinds of things is, what is your opportunity to shuffle?
Gridora would shuffle.
Gridora shuffles.
Okay.
Then your Hornets.
Yeah.
Also
grade
shuffle.
3 searcher would shuffle.
Yep, and your grade 2 machining mantis also shuffles.
Because I have in Angel Feather, right? I do have a card that takes something from drop zone and puts it on the bottom of my deck. But then I think the only thing that gives me an opportunity to shuffle is my grade 3 searcher. So
I see what you mean.
It's like limited utility there.
Yeah.
I guess also the fact that you're adding a card to your deck, so it kind of slows down the.
I mean, that's a Cole McCune problem. That's not really a me problem. Although,
Rescue.
I guess with Gavrail, if I actually get to play it the right way and not,
Let's
Cole
do it. Let's
McCune
you
way,
and play. Let's you and me
I'm
play a match.
gonna-
I'll let you. I'll play it slowly. I'll play Jasui.
I'm going to be doing a lot of damage checks and heals, right? Because you want to do at least 3 per turn. So I could see that is an acceleration to a deck out there.
Also, just the fact that it becomes a grade 3 in the deck and the soul. That's nuts.
You can search her out with your grade 3
yeah,
searcher.
Gridora can search it too if you needed a countercharge.
Gridora can search it out for the
Also,
countercharge. But it's inactivated, so you won't be able to countercharge it with Gridora because Gridora's on attack.
yeah, no, I mean that's fine. But the fact that she could search it out, so if like you needed a boost or something, and you were out of like held,
you could search it out with any grade 3 searcher, be it Hornet, Mantis, or Little Dorcas.
It works in the soul with Venom Stinger too.
It works in the soul as a grade 3, and it also works it works for Venom Stinger. It works for Antlion, so it enables Antlion, which is quote unquote Mega Colony's finisher, which is the +1 crit and the Sentinel restrict.
We need more cards in clans that do this. If I need to like soul blast 2 grade 3s, give me something that's going to be a grade 3.
I would agree.
Yep.
And have a cool skill. That's what Overdress is all about. Grade 1s with really good skills.
Dude.
Let's do that.
All right.
This is the most important thing about clan selection, and this is awesome.
Yeah, well, I
They were
mean, for
very
Mega
good
Colony.
cards.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
very
Mega
good cards.
Colony.
It's really like
really good.
looking like clan selection is going to be like a good booster shot to put some fun things into decks.
To decks, yeah.
And I think that's honestly what Standard needs right now, is a bit more fun options.
Well, versatility, right?
yeah.
Deck building versatility. And it's hard when you're talking to somebody who's not a Vanguard player and you're like, well, yeah, there's not a lot of creativity in deck building. You kind of 1 or 3 cards you can swap in and out, but otherwise there's not a lot of choices to make in how you put your deck together. All right, I wanted to do a year in review program, but for some reason Alan thinks that just means complaining. There's got to be some good things, although I'm not familiar. How long into 2020 did you have a normal year?
March.
You got to March,
right? Because I had January. I went to PAX South, played 3 days straight of Magic 2-Headed Giant. Spent a lot of money on playing Magic and Two-Headed Giant. Had a real good time. Mystery boosters. What was that set that we were opening
Oh,
there? Not Ikoria. Theros.
Oh, yeah, that would have been. Yep.
Theros came out. February, Cole, you came to visit me.
Oh, that was this year.
That was this
Oh,
year.
that was this
Rory came to visit from Northern Ireland. You came up for that. We played Prisma Arena. Played other games. Adventure Mart. Adventure Mart is available in stores. FYI, that is an awesome game.
Really good.
What was the other one that we played? I
Combo
feel like
Clash.
there was one more. Combo
How could you forget
Clash is
that?
still not out yet. Need that game to come out. Either way. So that was February, then March hit, and
Everything went down the drain.
by the end of March, we all entered the Matrix. We live in a virtual world, and the outside world is particularly scary. My one commentary, or the thing that I've been thinking about most this year, and not so much about Vanguard. Vanguard, honestly, if you look across the eras of Vanguard, and we are coming to the 10-year anniversary, if you'd actually believe it, was pretty much as exciting and frustrating as it always is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's not count a blip year where they reboot the entire game, but otherwise across the franchise, Vanguard did what Vanguard does. It came out with sets. Some of the stuff we liked, some of the stuff we didn't like. Bushiroad made bad decisions. There were misprints. You know,
Yeah.
You couldn't buy. You needed 4 strides, and you had to spend $100 to get 4. Yeah. Remember that.
It's Vanguard is what Vanguard is, right?
Yep.
You know, the continuing issue for me being I don't get to play in person, which is incredibly disappointing, but not the end of the world, right? We find ways to work around it, and I'll continue to find ways to work around it, especially because I'm like really excited to play with my Angels and my Link Jokers and all that biz. And, you know, PSA, I always, whenever I go someplace, I have a Vanguard deck with me. So
Always.
all
In
you
my
need to
backpack.
do is walk up to me with your FICA and challenge me, and I cannot turn down a challenge. Trainer's eyes meet, all that biz. I think my biggest issue for 2020, which is not a Vanguard issue, is, and I brought this up to Cole before, Wizards of the Coast decided that 2020 was going to be the year of Commander. And I really don't, for some reason, I really don't like that as a concept. Because what I really enjoy about Commander, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying, I think before we were recording about me building Angel Feather the first time, is, you know, it's a fan format, and it's like, take these pieces that are intended for something else and then put them together into a machine that you can use. And when Wizards starts to print specifically for Commander, and like the things that really get under my skin are cards that really like can only be played in Commander. You know, that it takes that fun of, hey, let me design my own machine away, and it just becomes like, well, here's the best of the best because we printed it specifically for this format. So these are the ones that you've got to play. And it just is moving Commander away from the like homegrown, sit down with your friends, have a goofy time. And it just, you know, I'm even reflecting like with them coming out with the Commander pre-constructed decks, which has been what, 6 or 7 years now that they've been doing that.
Give or take, yeah.
It's like, even then they're like injecting their vision onto something that was started by the fans. And I mean, I understand, right? It's very clear that Wizards can see that Commander is probably the most popular format, and they want to make money.
Mhm.
But having an entire year devoted to just doing and how many Commander decks did they come out with? 8 this year?
So there was 5 from
6?
Ikoria, 2 from Zendikar, 2 from what's the one that just came out? That was Zendikar. The one right
Commander
before
thing?
Zendikar had 2. So it's about 9.
Yeah. And it's
Seems like a lot.
it is. And then, you
Commander
have
Legends,
Commander
yeah.
Legends, which, honestly, right? If they were going to do, they do like one modern set a year and one Commander set a year and not do precons, I would be super happy.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just like overwhelming, flooding the market with Commander stuff. It takes away from like the hobbyist
I agree.
mentality for
I
me.
agree.
And like, I'm still going to just build my janky, fun, silly decks.
Which is not Ursa, by the way.
Excuse, sir. Urza is a modern card. So don't hate.
I was wondering why whenever I walk through the Walmart section for like cards and stuff, why there were so many precons, like Commander precons available. I was like, why?
Oh yeah.
Because when I started developing a thing for Commander, there were 4
Yep.
at most at the time. Suddenly I have like 6 different ones, and I'm like, I don't even know what you do.
Yeah, so that changed this year. The Planeswalker decks, which are kind of like the theme decks, or like the trial decks, whatever, that come with each set, are being replaced with pre-constructed commander decks, and they're also about like $20, which is really good. Well, I mean, if
The price,
deck's
the
good.
price dropping is
They're
somewhat good.
supposed to be $20, but they don't MSRP them anymore.
Correct.
So then places charge whatever they want. But I'll tell you, it's so bad. I bought the 5 Ikoria Commander decks as a total because I was like, honestly, in past years there are Commander decks I would have liked to have, which you can't get anymore.
Out of print.
Because they're just sold out. So I was like, I don't want that to happen again. I literally gave 4 of them away. Yep. I didn't even sell them. I was just like, I am never going to touch these decks. I kept the cycling one and I gave the rest of them away.
Yeah.
But of course, Commander is really that's the most amazing thing, right? Commander is such an in-person format. And this is like the one year. Oops, we goofed. 2020, the year of Commander. The 1 year you can't play anything in person anymore.
Unfortunately.
Because it's looking at your opponent's faces and being like, "Yep, I'm about to do this."
Well, but it's not even that. It's like you have to be able to pay attention to what everybody is doing.
Like,
and it's just like it's hard to fit all of that on one screen.
Also, like if you wanted to like look and read the cards for yourself, you kind of can't. You have to like have someone read it, and I suck at listening to someone and trying to follow along with them. I got to read it myself.
Oh yeah, but even like because there's Commander is also built around let me do this wacky thing, right? I have a card which basically says rotate everything a quarter of the way around the table. Yes, in person, that's real easy. Everybody just gets up and moves over to the next chair.
Yeah. True. We did that a couple of times at Island, I think. I remember.
Otherwise, MTG Double Masters, I enjoyed opening packs of that. I've got a modern deck this year. Hopefully I'll be able to play modern at some point in 2021 because I spent a lot of money on that deck and it's a fun deck. But I don't
Modern
know.
is the one that doesn't rotate as much as standard, right?
Yeah.
I think modern is everything that has a black border on the card. I think is the rule.
Yeah, and then
I'm not 100% sure. I'm no MTG expert, but I think that's
Pioneer kind of,
what defines it.
because Modern has such a wide card pool now. I think they made Pioneer, which is from Return to Ravnica onward. So it's still back a couple years, but you don't have to get like all.
But
the
somewhat
gold.
easier
Yeah,
to get.
easier cards to get.
Somewhat easier to get.
Yep.
Okay.
So it says in this wiki, it says Modern is a constructed format that allows expansion sets, core sets, and Modern Horizons from 8th edition forward, save for the Modern ban list. The Modern format thus encompasses all cards that have been printed in a core or expansion set using the Modern card frame, which is the black card frame.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Enough about MTG. Alan, you're Biggie.
I'm Biggie. No, man.
You're main
not really,
game, dude.
Not really complaining. Mostly just something that kind of caught my eye with my last thing I saw. It's for X-Wing. Like Will said, X-Wing for me was a game that I would just go to the store, meet the same dudes every week, play a couple of games, laugh at our dice luck, and then go home. So not being able to do that, not being able to like kind of just spend time at the store by yourself focusing on something and not thinking about anything else sucks. Very bad. But what I wanted to do with this was, give a shout out to all the content creators, different stores, different X-Wing groups that have put on tournaments or events on virtual platforms, mostly either Basal or Tabletop Simulator. One of the ones I participated was done by Gold Squadron Podcast, and that thing was, I had a lot of fun. It was a whole day thing, but I had a lot of fun.
Didn't you bail halfway through?
I bailed after the 4th game. I started playing at 9 o'clock, and it was 3 o'clock, and then there were still 2 more games to go. And I had lost all of them, so I just bailed. Anyway, one thing I noticed is the last few expansions or ships are so small. And don't get me wrong, I understand that miniatures are a thing, and a lot goes into it. But when you're charging me $20 for a miniature that is not even a square inch in size, feels bad. Feels very bad. And please please make your packaging easier to open, Jesus.
Well, that prevents theft, buddy.
Look at this. I'm going to show you because I literally have it on the floor here. Last ship. This is what I had to do to my package to be able to open it.
Dang.
They have all this package just to be ripped out. So you can't even keep it like in a nice, situation. So it looks, you don't have that lying around. But yeah, no. The miniature of the last, like literally, dude, is like this big. Like the size of the last part of my finger. Yeah. Either way, yeah, that was my thing for X-Wing. Not the miniatures and whatever, but just giving a shout out to all of those people that have actually kept the game going, even.
Well, and especially like a miniatures game, and making sure that it has life during this time when you can't play miniatures in person.
Yeah.
Right. So so Warhammer, is that the same thing?
For Warhammer, it's just that once COVID, I started getting into it. I started buying miniatures. I started reading on the game, learning all the rules for my army. Boom, 9th edition. All the rules changed. Everything changed. Then a couple of months after, boom, new rules for the army I was building. I don't even know if half the miniatures I already spent money on, I can actually play them in my army anymore.
Dang.
And then and then my LGS has been having issues with like Games Workshop, supply chain, like their shipping and stuff. And I have not been able to get the two things that I need to figure out if my army is actually viable or not.
What?
So
You need more miniatures?
I need the rule books.
Oh, well, dude, text me. I'll check the,
If
order.
you can.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking and I can't find them. But my thing with that is not actually a thing with the game, is just with me being a new person going into a game that I was gonna be able to play in person for 2020, and then boom, I can't. And then it's like I never even got to the first game.
Boy, you never even opened the box for Blitzball. I never even bought tripods and triplanes, although I swear on a stack of Bibles, the next time I am walking anywhere and see a box of tripods and triplanes, I don't care if I have to carry it on top of my head, I am buying it. And it will never be opened and it will live in my closet, but I will give that company money. Cole, Pokemon held out on us. They tried to do competitions, online competitions. Unfortunately, PTCGO is a no bueno software. But you got super excited for Battle Styles. Battle Styles were announced even though they're not coming out until next year.
Which it was announced because of the Worlds. Generally has like a new mechanic for the trading card game that they like showcase. So
V cards?
Yeah. And so this year was going to be the Battle Styles version, and basically it's just a set that you have. Pokemon are divided, not all of them, but some are divided into either rapid style or rapid strike style or single strike style, and they go along with the new Urshifu Pokemon, which has two different forms: rapid strike and single strike. Blah blah blah. But the trailer looked really cool.
Don't you blah, 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 Mr. Urshifu.
I love Urshifu. That is the only legendary that I don't want to take out of my party. I love him. Such a cool design. Anyway, he's really cool. And so seeing how the Pokemon trading card game has made the cards for each style feel very unique and very different, and yet still feel like cohesive and competitive against the other one. Like I don't feel like one's better than the other. It just comes down to which is your preference. Do you want quicker setup, but a little bit smaller attacks? You just want nice combo heavy, big chonkin 300 damage plus a turn kind of attacks. So there's a lot of cool stuff with that.
For these battle styles, like you can only use cards from certain sets forwards, right?
It depends on the rotation. Pokemon does have a rotation every year, but I think the way that they presented it is that the cards will have specific borders.
It's a little
that indicate what style they are.
It's a little icon in the top right that's either going to say single strike, and that'll be red, or rapid strike, and it'll be blue. So it'll be very clear.
But you won't be able to use like older cards, I guess, with it.
I think you'll be able to use, what is it, Team Up and On, which is 2 years ago. But anything beyond that is expanded up to a certain point. But yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay. I mean, I'm just coming from a perspective about I don't follow PTCG at all.
So there is a set rotation, and I believe in 2021, in August or September, it's going to be from Sword and Shield onward. So it'll just start over basically. So I've just only been buying stuff from Sword and Shield onward because it has the longest longevity to me. So that's really cool. And then you have Shining Fates, which is like a special set for. I don't think it's actually.
Never buy anything that says Shining in the name.
There's a shiny Bolton V, and I need that card in my life. It looks great. Also, Bolton V is really good, and there's a lot of really cool like collection sets. I like opening one of each of the collection box sets things. So,
And pulling super Chinese out of every single box you buy. Yeah, I know. I've seen the
bro,
videos.
I've edited 4 of them, and let me tell you, it gets better.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah, I just need to make the thumbnails and upload them, but like it gets so much better. But anyway,
Nice.
so that's really cool. I'm just excited to open that stuff. Also, the fact that it's Shining Fates is printing very playable staples. Like you get a Crobat V, a shiny Crobat V, and some of these older cards also have V Maxes. So like the evolution to like the Gigantamax version, basically. Anyway, like the fact that that's coming out too, even if they're not all good, like every V card is gonna have a V Max, almost, not all of them, which is really cool. That's awesome. And then that's all for the Pokemon. I'm just really excited to play this game. I'm having so much fun with it. Digimon, on the other hand, I've yet to play an actual constructed game.
Do you have Digimon
Yep,
cards?
I have a constructed purple deck right next to me, and I have one of each of the starter decks as well. And I bought 3 boxes worth. I haven't played with that yet. I do have my locals are in it, but a lot of them would rather play in person or use a program online. So I haven't coaxed them into playing remote fight for that. But the unfortunate thing is the Digimon had a pre-sale, so it doesn't actually launch until January officially. But they had like a little mini, like basically like a pre-release, but they had it like 2 months beforehand in November.
They were testing the waters.
Yeah, testing the waters, which is a good and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing to gauge your interest, but it's a bad thing because it was so popular, and some stores actually bought extra boxes, held them back for like a month or so, and are trying to sell them for over $100, which don't pay that for that. It's dumb.
Nope.
It's ridiculous. Especially it's gonna come out in a couple months. You just have to wait, and then you'll be able to play it.
Are any of the cards in this pre-sale thing not gonna be available when the game releases?
It's you literally get Booster Set 1.0 a couple months early. That's it.
Huh. Cool.
The only reason I bought some now is because I was able to pre-order it, so I did that. If I had to like go in and buy it, I probably would have bought like one of each of the starters and probably just left it at that. But there's the thing. So that's interesting. But also the second wave in English, set 1.5, comes out in February, which is also the same time that Shining Fates comes out, which also coincidentally is the same time that the new Universes / My Hero Academia trading card game comes out, or is supposed to come out.
Wait, you and Jack played that at Gen Con 2019?
Yep, 2019.
When was the last time we were at a Gen Con?
2019.
Okay. And it's still not out
I
yet.
think they COVID pushed it back quite a bit. It's supposed to come out in the middle of this year, like in the summer, but I think they had to push it back. But it is definitely coming out next year. Tim has told me that who plays UFS Universes or whatever, has told me that during their live streams, he's like, they're definitely shooting for February, so that's great. However, that's another game that I'm very interested in coming out then. And I'm worried that it's gonna get lost in the sauce of everything coming out in February, because isn't the new Magic set come out in
I don't, there's always a
in
new
February?
Magic something,
Like,
this, that, or the other.
Have you seen the stuff for that deck? Anyway.
No.
So like I'm really excited to try that, because I had a ton of fun playing just the demo decks. I haven't had that much fun playing a game just from the demo decks before. So I really want to see what the actual constructed game feels like. So, but I'm just worried because like that's like the 4th or 5th like major game coming out in February. Anyway, that's my thing. A lot of TCG stuff that I'm paying attention to.
Nice. Please
All right.
post those videos about you opening packs of Pokemon and getting all the good cards,
Bro,
please. I need
that's
to laugh.
my thing.
So
I'm working on that Thursday and editing this. trainer.
Nice.
Talking about posting videos, I did look, and you can import video into Procreate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I may only have to buy one playmat.
Well,
But
could you just use your counter in your kitchen, or is that marbled?
it's
Oh,
marbly.
okay.
I need an Excel trial deck. Excel is the one clan I don't have.
Hey, I can send you an Aquaforce one. I've got the pieces.
Could you, with all my promo cards that you're going to send me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can do that.
Nice.
Yep. Got that, fam. And I'll send you a Christmas card from us as well.
Please don't. Christmas cards come in my door and straight to the trash can.
Straight to the trash
What if
can.
it has wedding pictures in it?
Maybe he'll open it. Maybe.
I mean, I'll open it. Yes.
All right.
Take the pictures out and then boom, card into the trash.
What am I going to do with the wedding pictures?
I don't know if
Put them on your
if you wanted
walls.
to keep them or not. It's up to you. You are in them, so.
I was just going to say, there's only like 3 pictures in my house. They're right back there. All right. I will take some wedding pictures.
Can do.
All right. Alan.
Nice.
That's our retrospective for the year. I will tack on additional question of the week besides how are you buying Clan Selection Plus Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'd like to hear from our listeners what their reflections on 2020, trading card games, living card games in general, 2020, what their point of view has been on how this year has gone for that kind of style of entertainment. But
Yep. Last week, question of the week. How many mats do you own?
Dag, I never counted. It's got to be like not 30, like 15. I must have like 15 play mats.
Definitely. You must have. For that question, we got a lot of good answers. There's even a picture of a bin, of a little bin full of play mats. Apparently some people in our Discord actually make play mats, so that's kind of cool. Did not know that. Somebody was using art from what's his name? Doomtown.
Oh yeah, that was Alec.
Yeah.
Wait, Alec made his own playmat?
No, he had playmats featuring those cards.
Yeah,
nice.
like featuring cards from
Doomtown's a fun
Doomtown,
game.
which is kind of cool. And I have so many. I counted mine, and I think I had like 17 mats.
Right.
But still, my favorite one is the fairy tale one, which is the one you see whenever you fight me. And my Girls of Vanguard mat, which is completely inappropriate and apparently I can't use anymore.
Correct. Please get rid of it.
Why? I will still use it. I will still be a weeb and use it, even though it's wrong. But anyway, we got people with lots of mats, people with just a couple, 3, 4.
Here's the question: how many mats does Nick Gittolini have?
Oh my god!
Because that boy is sitting like his living room. Instead of having armchairs and such, he just has stacks of play mats to sit on.
Have you seen his office space where he like props his camera up? It's literally like a desk.
I was just like, why would that dude need an office? He's a painter.
Hey, you don't know.
His desk is like made of
obviously,
cards.
I don't know.
Oh god. Anyway, yeah, I have like 17 mats. Most of them are still in the plastic, and most of them are for pre-release sets.
Hey,
I even use them as mouse pads. You want to see my mouse pad? My mouse pad is Demiurge, a mat they did for Demiurge when Gears of Fate, I think it's this.
I mean, haven't even taken mine out of the plastic.
I do if I want to use
Except
it.
for like I have the Heroic Evolution Messiah playmat was
I have
like
two.
retired my
of those.
original Messiah playmat. So
I had 2 of those. I have 2 of those still in the plastic.
of course.
Hey, if you want to get rid of those, Alan, talk to me after this.
I told you that I'm gonna build something like for like when we're recording, just to have on the back of me and just have mats in my background. If I have any extras, I'll send
It's
them
like
your way.
the Top Deck Heroes, their background, which looks great. But yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, lots of mats out there. Some people have a thing for hoarding mats. Some don't. Some just have
Me.
one or two. I like hoarding mats. I like the art. I have to have them.
I mean, I have made a change in my life recently where I try to have fewer physical things and less of impulse buying of physical things. So I have not accrued more mats in the past year, except for the Good Luck High Five podcast one. But, well, I mean, I guess I did get one. Dagnabbit. What's our question for next week?
So, in line, 2 questions for next week. In line with our episode today, we wanted to ask, what are your reflections on your gaming for 2020? Be it your TCGs, your board games, your anything that you play. How have you been able to? How are you coping with 2020 and your games?
How many games do you have in your closet, tabletop games do you have in your closet that are still in the shrink wrap? Because for me, it's like 8.
I like 2. Well, not in the shrink wrap, because I opened them just to take out the instruction booklet so I could learn how to play them.
How many games do you have in your closet that you keep saying that you want to play and nobody ever wants to play with you, aka Time Stories at Alan's house?
Oh my God. Nobody wants to play no Time Stories with me. That is so sad, though. Nobody wants to play that.
Correct.
Anyway.
And also, how are you planning on buying Clan Selection?
Yep. How are you planning on getting that? Are you doing clan split? Are you buying singles? Or are you just getting 4 boxes and calling it a day? Honestly, that's a hard question, to be very honest with you.
Did we mention that Clan Selection actually features SPs?
No.
Yeah.
I think I did not.
So it's the whatever, like the main cover card. So like Mega Colony is Venom Stinger.
Venom Stinger will get an SP.
Yeah, we've seen them. I can show you a picture afterwards.
You can pull it as an SP.
So
it's not.
That's what I meant when I said it comes in SP. Is just that you can pull it as an SP.
So that means you can buy more than one and have a
That's
chance
cool.
to get them.
That's cool, but then you will end up with 12 clans that you probably.
Well, now I've got to get a case of Clan Selection. Thanks, Cole. No, I will just buy 4 SP Chaos Breaker Dragons and
drop
wash
that
my hands
money.
of the whole deal. Do we have an email here?
Oh,
yeah,
what a cool email.
Oh,
all right, let me read it here.
Go ahead.
This is from Javon. Am I friends with Javon on Facebook? That name looks real familiar to me. Hey guys, my name's Javon and I'm a big fan of your podcast. You guys actually motivate me to play more, but I live in central southern Virginia where there is currently no one to play with. I currently own 4 playmats, but my favorite one I designed for Leopold. I'm also currently working on a new one for Hari, however it's pronounced. Thanks, you guys, and Happy New Year. Well, thank you, Javon. Javon, dude, drive up. Make that 2-hour drive up to... where are they playing now?
They're playing at, oh my God, that's called Guild Gaming up in Springfield, Virginia.
There you go.
And there's also, I don't know if Gritty Goblin is actually still.
Well, Gritty's up in Columbia, Maryland. So that's
a little bit farther away.
Central southern Virginia.
His closest one would be,
Springfield.
I think there's some sort of, I don't know if there's some sort of scene down by Virginia Beach.
Yeah, there might be. There might be, because I've heard of people coming up from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, and I know that Roosevelt moved down there too.
Roosevelt moved down there, but he stopped playing Vanguard. So.
Yeah, he did. He started playing.
And I like the way that I say people coming up from Virginia Beach, like I still live in D.C.
You may move out of DC, but you will never move out of DC.
You can take the Will out of DC, but you can't take the DC out of Will. That is
true.
so true.
So actually, Javon, within Javon's email, he sent the pictures of his playmats that he's done.
Oh yeah,
and they're both really great.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like the Leopold one. It looks like a little kitty.
Yeah. It's like a cartoon cat.
And the Harry one, and his Harry one is actually looking pretty good too.
They're both really good.
Too.
All right, let's let these folks go. They've heard enough of our witty banter for the evening. Please give us a review on iTunes or your podcast player of choice. I do want to move into Spotify in 2021. That's on my goals for 2021. So we'll keep working towards that. Thanks to Zach Boydis for our intro and outro music. If you want to contribute to our Patreon, throw us some quiche. It's patreon.com/drivecheck, all one word. You can find Cole's YouTube videos, his pack openings for Pokemon product, where he's got the Midas touch for full shiny rainbow art, extra foil cards.
God. If you knew how accurate that
You
was.
can see that on our website, drivecheck.net. You can watch us record on Tuesday nights, twitch.tv/drive_check. You can also subscribe with your Amazon Prime money. Once again, that throws Cole some quiche so he can buy more boxes of garbage to open. You can follow, or you can just follow and get notifications of when we go live in case you like to watch us record the podcast live. What else do we have? If you want to send us an email like Javon did, thank you, Javon, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. You want to send us a tweet, especially now that I am going into the Christmas holiday, and we'll have more downtime to look at Twitter and read through my Twitter feed @drive_check. You can reach me directly at Wash in the Sink. Cole, before I kill my cat, do tell me, where do they find you on Twitter?
I'm at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE.
And you can reach me at Crutones, CRUTONES. Our old card of today is Eradicator Dragonic Descendant. It's a grade 3 Narukami Thunder Dragon with Auto Vanguard Circle, Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1, and choose 3 cards with Eradicators in a card name from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, this unit attack. If the attack did not hit during that battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit, and it gets crit +1 until the end of the turn. And this ability cannot be used again. And then activated on Vanguard Circle, Counterblast 2 with 2 cards with Eradicator and its card name. This unit gets power +5 until the end of turn. And then
Oh my God.
Lord. Super important.
So why are we doing
because
there's Narukami's in this set?
There's Narukami's in Divine Lightning Radiance, and I couldn't do Gavi because we did her.
You know what I
a couple weeks
don't
back.
miss?
Yeah.
Having to counterblast cards
What?
with a specific thing in their name.
Oh my God, machining was like that. It was awesome.
Such a stupid mechanic.
Yes,
So restrictive.
it really was because they just wanted you to build. They just wanted you to build that specific
Deck
archetype.
building
dumb
restriction. That's what it was.
Anyway.
Dude,
And-
design your own card game if you don't appreciate what's
I'm
been
all
made
over it.
for you. That's my
Shots
last
all
word for the
over
evening
it.
right there.
Shots. Oh God, the blood is all over Cole's screen.
No, the blood is another Vanguard card, so
That's
obviously
in
Cole's
the,
not
the
interested.
volume. We'll talk
There you
about
go.
that when that comes out.
Yep. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. Apocalypse is in progress to slaughter these foolish beings.
Bye.
I love
Took you
that.
too long to say that. I stopped recording already.
No,